Hi everyone, this is audap. Let's continue our game of 7 days on Steam. Alright. Huh?
あと6人おりまして
Where?
私の中に
What in the world is she talking about?
どういうこと？私の中に他の子たちがいるんです。つまりあなたに6人ついていて霊は全部で7人ということ？はい。信じられない。どうしてそんなことが。
Is that any different from, like, multiple personality disorder?
多重人格がどのようなものなのか詳しく分かっていないので明確に違いを説明するのは難しいのですが、みんなそれぞれ生い立ちも違っている別の人間なんです。
Okay, that made no sense.
気分が悪いのはそれのせいなの？おそらくなんというか苦しいんです。内側がぎゅうぎゅう詰めな感じで。一人の体に対して7人も入っているから。
Is that even possible?
聞いたことはない。でも不可能とも言えない。他の6人っていうのは無害なの？ええ、みんな優しい子たちです。
Girls.
そう。じゃあそこにいて。は、はい。
Hey! With that, Murasaki left the room. Where are you going?
考えがある。準備してくる。秀一は千夜子がどこかへ行かないように見てて。
Seriously? Murasaki left the house. If she has a plan, then I have no choice but to obey, I thought. But don't leave me behind. I returned to the corridor and peeked inside the guest room. I was now alone with a girl who, just moments before, had been an evil spirit. Just how did this happen to me exactly? Having no special powers of my own, I was always hopeful for a situation like this, but now that it really happened, it just felt weird. What would I do if she suddenly changed her mind and gobbled me up? But if it were a cute girl like her, maybe I wouldn't mind.
何か？
No. No. No matter how cute she was, I still didn't want to die. But it didn't seem like she was planning to attack me anytime soon, at least. Thirsty? As such, I treated her like a normal guest.
あ、いえ、その、お構いなく。
Hey, don't worry about it. You haven't had anything to drink for a while, have you? That while must have been pretty long, given that she was dead the whole time and stuff.
でしたら、お言葉に甘えてもよろしいでしょうか。
Yeah, go ahead. I'll bring you something. I left her in the guest room and headed to the living room, making sure to close the door behind me just in case. I took out a bottle of barley tea from the fridge. This whole situation is weird, but she's really nice. I began mumbling to myself as I filled the cup. And just moments before she was a monster trying to kill me, I wasn't sure if I could look at people the same way ever again. Or maybe just ghosts, actually. I wasn't actually dreaming, was I? But I didn't want to pinch my cheek like an idiot. There must be a better way. Burning your hand, touching that girl. Ask Murasaki the color of her panties. Oh yeah, let's do that. That sounds wise. I took out my smartphone. If this was reality, Murasaki would never tell me the color of her underwear.
秀一どうしたの？何かあった？
No, it's nothing serious. I just want to ask you something.
何？
What color underwear do you have on today? Murasaki fell silent. What color are they? I continued to pressure her in this manner.
秀一は私のパンツの色知りたいの？
Damn, she might actually tell me. Just why the hell am I doing this? But then again, I'm also a man. I can't give up after coming this so far. That's what I'm asking. I want to know.
白。
She answers me. It's the most traditional color, too.
ピンクの島。
The striped?
濃いピンクのリボンがワンポイントで。
It's okay. I've heard enough. Thank you very
わ
much.
かった？
Yeah, down to the minutest detail. And, why did you actually answer me? I myself succumbed to the pressure and asked her that.
秀一が知りたがったから。満足した？
Yeah, totally. Thanks. I hung up. I'm sorry, Murasaki. Wait, that doesn't tell me whether this is real or a dream at all. Yeah! I turned around to see Chiyako standing right in front of me.
すみません。盗み聞きするつもりではなかったのですが。
How long have you been there?
パンツ何色から。
She was there from the very beginning. Don't misunderstand. I was calling this one guy, Kinakunya. He's my buddy.
相手は男の方だったんですね。びっくりしました。てっきり女の方へアタックされているのかと。
Just what kind of move would that be? So, what brings you here?
すみません。あのお部屋の縁側へ出たいなと思いまして伺いに来たのですが。
The veranda? Oh, you can go wherever you want as long as it's within the boundaries of this house.
本当ですか？わかりました。ありがとうございます。
She returned to the guest room with a smile on her face. I somehow managed to avoid being viewed as a pervert. I shouldn't be messing around. I paused when I entered the guest room, a cup of barley tea in my hand. Her slender back, with the backdrop of the veranda, looked not too different from a painting. I'd never seen a girl more suited to the concept of summer.
修一さん、素敵な縁側ですね。
Those words brought me back to reality. For a moment, I felt myself completely entranced by her. Really? It's so small, and there's even a fence blocking the view. It's nothing special at all. Remembering that I was still holding her drink, I walked up to her.
そんなことはありません。ほら、見てください。
Hmm? She raised her gaze to the sky above.
空がこんなに広いですよ。
The contrasting hues of blue and orange. Clouds like ornaments carved into the sky. Summer spread across the canopy as far as the eye could see. You like the sky?
はい。広い空は特に。
Is she really a ghost? Do ghosts typically say stuff like this? Like, when I think about evil spirits, I think of people filled with malice and hate. Definitely not a sweet and innocent girl.
それ入れてくださったんですか？
Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot I was holding it. I'd totally forgotten about the drink again. I handed it to her.
ありがとうございます。いただきます。おいしい。生き返ります。
Feels really weird to hear a ghost say that.
そっか。私幽霊でしたね。すみません。まだ死んでいる自覚があまりなくて。
You sure you're a ghost?
幽霊かどうかは自分ではよくわかりませんね。
You've got a body and all.
でも死んでいるのは確かだと思います。その記憶はなんとなく。
I glanced at the wound on her forehead. It was bleeding just moments before, but it looked like an old scar now. Is it related to that wound of yours?
あ、はい、多分。
Her expression began growing gloomy as she spoke. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have made you remember it.
いえ、いいんです。全然。それと、先ほどは手当てをしていただいてありがとうございました。
I just wiped the blood off is all.
傷跡残ってますか？
Yeah, you want to see?
あ、はい。
I think I have a hand mirror around here somewhere. I rummaged through one of my drawers. Ah, here it is. I found my grandmother's old mirror and handed it to Chiyako.
ありがとうございます。
What's wrong? She held her hair up as she looked in the mirror. That sounded like a line from a movie.
私の右目、これどうなってますか？
It's a different color? It's kind of fainter than the left eye, I guess.
ですよね。通りで右側が見づらいと思ったら、
It wasn't like that before?
いえ、前はというか生前はこうではなかったはずですが、あの時。
It didn't seem like a fond memory she was reliving. Well, I wouldn't expect it to be. The reason she hadn't been aware of the changes was because it happened after she had lost the freedom to be aware of it in the first place. In other words, the wound on her forehead and the change in her eyes were most likely directly related to her death. You okay?
あ、はい。すみません。やっぱり辛いですね。死んだ時を思い出すというのは。
I could assume that she was worried that the wound would be a blemish on her physical appearance, but what she was looking at wasn't a physical scar. It may have seemed like the remains of an old wound, but it was what had robbed her of her life. Okay, give me a moment.
あ、修一さん。
I stood up and left the guest room. We should have some around here. I rummaged through the living room storage. Ah, here it is. I picked up what I had been searching for and returned to the guest room.
おかえりなさい。
Her eyes wandered to what was in my hands.
包帯ですか？
Yep, now if you could just turn this way.
はい。
I made her turn to face me. Well then, don't mind me now.
あの
Keep still.
はい。
I began wrapping a bandage around her head. A lot of weird things have been happening to me, but this one really takes the cake. How many people can say they bandaged up an evil spirit who tried to attack
包
them?
帯負けるんですね。
Chiako spoke while facing me. Yeah, I was taught this technique a while back, and it kind of stayed in my
ど
head.
なたに教わったんですか？
My mom, she works as a nurse.
看護師さん。素敵なお母様なんですね。
She's a bit weird, if anything. Ah, sorry, I'll have to redo this one. Distracted by the conversation, I realized I hadn't fastened one of the bandages tight enough.
はい、ゆっくりで大丈夫ですので。
I forget to mention that I'm actually pretty clumsy with my hands. Don't laugh.
ごめんなさい。
I made her face me again as I continued wrapping her bandages. Are you still in pain?
そうですね。言うほどではありませんが。
You can handle it. Or you can handle it, you mean.
はい、みんなも落ち着いてくれていますから。
Everyone.
どうしてこんなによくしてくださるんですか？私うっすらですが覚えているんです。秀一さんに取りつこうとしたこと、しかも無断でお家も出たのに、なのに介抱していただいてお茶まで出してもらった上に、今もこうして、どうしてそんなに優しくしてくださるんですか？
No clue. Well, I guess you've got a point. I might have died if Murasaki hadn't saved me. But you're not planning to do anything bad to me now, right?
もちろんです。その説は本当にご迷惑をおかけして。
Chiako bowed her head down in apology. Now the bandage is completely messed up.
すみません。
It was going so well, too.
ごめんなさい。本当にごめんなさい。
She began bowing her head over and over. Okay, please stop moving already.
動きません。
Let's restart from the beginning. I started wrapping the bandage around her head again. What were we talking about?
私がもう秀一さんに取り付くつもりはないというところでした。
Ah, exactly. You're no longer dangerous, so from now on, you're a guest here.
客ですか？
Yep, that's the kind of house you found yourself in.
いい
So
んで
enjoy
し
the
ょう
hospital.
か？お言葉に甘えてしまって。
I wonder if it's okay for me to indulge myself, so... that's right. Of course it is.
それはなんというか、本当にありがとうございます。
Chiako bowed her head deeply again. The bandage fell from her head once more.
すみません、すみません。
I told you not to move. Are you doing this on purpose? You are, aren't you?
違うんです。わざとじゃないんです。ごめんなさい。
I'm clumsy, okay? I told you I'm clumsy. And despite all that, I was doing a good job 2 times in a row.
ごめんなさい。もう動きませんから。絶対動きませんから。
That's not enough. I'm not allowing you to talk either. No talking until this is done.
わかりました。喋りません。
Okay. This time I'll see it through. I took a deep breath to calm myself and began wrapping the bandage around her head again.
秀一さん、
I told you not to talk.
すみません。千夜子って呼んでいただいてもよろしいですか？お前って呼ばれるのが嫌という意味ではなくて、秀一さんには。
Chiako,
はい。
don't talk.
はい。
I finished wrapping the bandage around her head in the silent summer air. The doorbell rang by the time I was done.
お客様 ですか？
I think it's Murasaki. It's open. I spoke loud enough to whoever was outside could hear.
あれ、ここにいたの。紫さん。
Hey, don't move. I just have to fasten it now.
すみません。
I held Chiako's head so it wouldn't move again and fastened the bandage with a metal fitting. Okay, it's done. I handed her the hand mirror so she could have a look.
ありがとうございます。包帯？
Chiako seemed to be worried about the scar in her eye, so I figured it'd be better to hide them.
あの不器用な秀一が頑張ったね。
Shut up. Anyway, what's your plan?
その苦しいのを解放してあげようと思って。そんなことできるんですか？多分。
That doesn't inspire much confidence.
さっきのは失敗したから。
It seemed like her inability to fully exorcise Chiako was still bothering her.
でも今度のは千夜子の中の人たちが抵抗しないでくれればそんなに難しくはない。待ってください。それってみんなを成仏させちゃうってことですか？特に害がないのなら本人の意思を無視して無理やり払ったりはしない。じゃあ何か他の方法が？あなたの中にいる人たちを他の器に移す。原因は見当もつかないけど今千夜子には合わせて7人の魂が入っている。そのせいで肉体にも7倍の負荷がかかっているということ。だから他の6人をそれぞれ他の器に移せば解決すると思う。他の器？
You mean other bodies? You're not planning to clap your hands and, like, summon a homunculus, are you?
別に肉体である必要はない。
Huh? Really? Murasaki placed us a bunch of white paper cuttings shaped like people.
ここに人型を持ってきたからひとまずここに移す。
Huh. I've never seen anything like these before.
というわけで
Murasaki extended her hand toward Chiako. You're doing it right now?
善は急げ。よろしくお願いします。では
Murasaki sprinkled some sort of translucent liquid around Chiako. Then she clapped her hands and began mumbling something to herself.
えい。
Bang. Murasaki's palm slammed into Chiako's chest. I caught her after she was knocked off balance.
はい、おしまい。これだけで終わりなんですか？どう？すっきりしない？言われてみれば。
Seriously? Did that really change anything? Huh? I jumped at the sudden laugh coming from somewhere in the guest room.
狭かった。
Yeah, haha. Look, Kokishi's talking to me.
喋るよ。
Yeah.
秀一、落ち着いて。
How the hell am I supposed to calm down now? I almost crumpled to the floor right then and there.
もしかしてマリちゃん？チャコ！チャコだ！
Is that one of the ghosts that were inside you?
はい、あれはマリちゃんですね。
Isn't this thing dangerous?
やばい？僕ってやばい？
You definitely look fishy to me.
他の器に宿らせるってあんな感じになるんですね。そうみたい。
What do you mean, it seems? You don't know?
ない。霊を何かに寄りつかせる機会なんてめったにないから。
What about those paper cutouts? Weren't you supposed to transfer the spirits into them?
てへっぺろ。
Her spell must have hit the wrong target.
ちょっと待ってください。何か聞こえます。
Huh? I strained my ears. I can hear it too, I think.
あそこですね。
Chiako pointed at the closet. Yeah, wait a second. That's gotta be... That's full of my grandmother's things we don't use anymore. Chiako opened the closet.
ジャコ
Yeah.
秀一、うるさい。
I mean, just look at it. That's as traditional as you can get.
なんかとっても失礼な。まあさくらちゃん。私ですらちょっとびっくりしちゃったから、秀一さんはしょうがないよ。さくらやばい。私そんなにひどいものになったの？見てみる？
Chiako pointed to the hand mirror at the Japanese doll.
自分でもそうなるんだね。怖い。さすがにこれは怖い。
Can you transfer them to something else?
かなり荒領事だからあんまりポンポンやるのは気が引ける。またうまくいくとも限らない。
So she'll have to spend the rest of her existence in that form?
なんでこんな怖い人形なの？
It was pretty damn terrifying. I definitely didn't want to run into a crying doll after lights out.
二人は見つかりましたけど、他の子はどこでしょう？
Did you hear a vacuum cleaner just now?
しますね。掃除機は？
Under the stairs? Don't tell me you transferred them that far.
ひとまず見に行ってもいいでしょうか？
Yeah, we've got to check.
掃除機やばい。他のがいいよ。
Chaos had completely engulfed my home.
出してくれー！いちるちゃんかな？今開けるから。
Chiako placed her hand on the door of the storage room under the stairs. Click.
助かったぜ。
It really is a talking vacuum cleaner. I didn't feel like I'd be surprised at anything anymore. A voice came from the living room.
はーい、今行きますからね。ったく、コトハはうるせえな。
I somehow felt like the vacuum cleaner was the loudest of them all, but I figured I shouldn't mention that to someone I was meeting for the first time.
はーい。
She's running back and forth all over the house.
6人もいるからしょうがない。
Without even having time to catch a breath, Chiako hurried into the living room. You forgot to close the storage room door.
おいおい、閉めるなよ。
Oh, right. I'm sorry. Force of habit. The vacuum cleaner got angry at me for trying to close the door.
頼むぜ、まったくよ。
I'm sorry. I never thought there'd come a day where I'd get lectured by a vacuum cleaner.
秀一さん。
Hmm? Chiako called me from the living room.
これって何です ですか？
Chieko pointed at a red cow figurine with a puzzled look on her face. Ah, that's an akabeko. Don't tell me you've got one trapped inside of it.
ちょっと寄ってたかってこれこれって失礼じゃない？
She really did.
人の話聞いてる？赤べこって何なのよ。とりあえず琴葉ちゃん和室に持っていくね。ちょっとなんか首がベコベコする。
Its neck bopping up and down. The akabeko was transferred to the guest room.
なんか百鬼夜行みたいで楽しい。
I'm not sure how you consider this fun.
ひとまずわかるだけは集めてみました。
A kokeshi, a Japanese doll, a vacuum cleaner, an akabeko. There are two missing. I wasn't sure if I was supposed to count them as people.
こけしがマリちゃん、人形がさくらちゃん、掃除機がみちるちゃん、赤べこが琴葉ちゃん。本当に赤べこって何なのよ。べこべこ赤べこ。嫌なら私と代わってよ。このお人形目が怖いの。目がついてるだけマシじゃね。しずくちゃんとねねさんがいない。4人が家の中にいたことを考えてもそんなに遠くないはずだけど。
They must be somewhere around here.
そうだといいんですけど。あ、いた。
Something behind Chieko suddenly called out to us. A cat clambered onto the porch.
ねえ見て見て。
It suddenly lay on its back and exposed its crotch.
私ふぐってるの。
It happily began poking at its nether regions.
ねねさんっていいんですよね。ふぐりがふぐってるの。ありゃねねだな。うん、間違いなくねねさんだ。ふぐりって何？ちょっとねね、やめなさいよ。はしたないじゃない。人生で自分がふぐることなんて二度と味わえないと思わない？そうかもしれないけど、そういうのは夜中に一人でやるもんだろ。なんだ、つまんない。ねえ、ふぐりって何？
The cat stopped playing with those and entered the guest room.
シュウくん。
It suddenly jumped at me. I caught it in my arms at the last second.
ジャコちゃんを通して見てはいたけど、やっぱり実際に見ても可愛い顔してるのね。
I'm not cute. The cat jumped down to the floor.
照れちゃって。
I'm already way over capacity, to be honest. Whose cat is this anyway?
気がついたら塀の上にいたけれど。この辺の野良猫かな。見たことある気がする。
So they can possess animals too?
まあ人間をより知ろうとすることもあるし、何にも不思議じゃない。
The rules seem kind of loose for this sort of thing.
これで5人。あとはしずくちゃんだけですね。しずくちゃん。
I can't hear anything.
しずく無口だからな。呼んでも返事しなさそうだな、あいつ。私ちょっと探してきますね。
Me too.
私も。お二人とも私どれだけお礼を言えばいいのか。
Yeah, whatever. Let's deal with that later. We need to find this Shizuku first. It'd be bad if my neighbors found her.
はい、ありがとうございます。みんなはそこでおとなしくしててね。は となしくって言われたってどうせ動けないじゃない。こっちゃんはベコベコ動いてるよ。うるさい。ねねさんも。はーい、おとなしくしてます。
That didn't sound very trustworthy. I closed the window leading to the veranda and left for the corridor. The only place we haven't looked yet is.
2階ですね。
Let's go.
はい。
I entered my room and looked around. Hello? Talking to my own room. If this wasn't the first sign of madness, I didn't know what was. In any case, my room didn't answer me.
どうでした？
I don't think she's here. I found the two of them waiting for me downstairs.
ということは、家の外っていう可能性が高いね。
Yeah.
出てみますか？
Sure. Right. Chiako collapsed the last time she tried to leave. Didn't you faint because the strain of carrying the other's souls got too much for you?
わかりません。
She made an uncertain expression. Well, don't push yourself too hard. Tell me right away if you feel sick.
はい。ありがとうございます。
It was probably a bit weird to worry about a ghost's health. After all, what could I do about it? Let's go then. I opened the doors to reveal the familiar street and houses illuminated by the summer sun beyond. The sight gave me a bit of relief. All sorts of weird things happened today, but my ordinary life didn't just vanish either.
外を探すなら、ちょっと着替えてくる。この服は不用意に汚せない。
Oh, sure thing.
何かあったら呼んで。
Murasaki disappeared into the door of the neighboring house.
紫さんはお向かいさんなんですか？
Yep, that's right. She's my childhood friend, as cliche as that sounds.
なんだかいいですね。そういうの。
Really? Childhood friends are nothing special. Although she did potentially save my life, now that I think about it. More importantly, let's look for this, what's her name? Friend of yours?
しずくちゃんです。そうですね。早く見つけてあげないと。
Confirming our objective, we pass through the gates outside. At first, I think we should try circling around the house. I turned around to see Chiako uncertainly standing in place. What's wrong? Something going on? Chiako took one step forward. Then, after letting out a silent moan, stepped back. Hey! Her breathing somewhat hastened, and she considered the street leading away from my house.
なんでしょう。このもやみたいなの。
Mist? I turned in the direction Chiako was looking. I don't see anything like that.
こんなに霞んでいるのに。
There was nothing but a perfectly normal summer road stretching out into the distance. Everywhere?
このもやのことです。私の足元から先の。
I strained my eyes as I looked at Chiako's feet. There was no mist there that I could see, at least.
もしかして修一さんには見えないんですか？
Yeah, rather, just what on earth are you seeing?
ごめんなさい修一さん。ちょっと私の前まで歩いてもらってもいいですか？
Sure. I approached her. 1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps.
なんともありません。
No. Making an anxious face as she did, Chiako took a step forward again. But her features suddenly contorted and she soon jumped back.
修一さん、わかりました。
What is it?
私、この 先に進めないみたいです。
Huh?
この道、私にはちょっとだけもやがかかったように見えていて、遠くは真っ白で見えないんですけど、修一さんには何ともなく見えるんですよね。
Yeah.
私、このもやに触れると苦しくなるんです。
What about the other direction? We face the opposite way.
そっちは何とも。
Is there mist here too?
はい、さっき倒れたのも多分これのせいですね。
Just what is this mist anyway?
わかりません。わかりませんが、状況から考えると多分幽霊に害のある何か。結界かも。
Huh? I heard Murasaki's voice and turned around. A bear? What?
いた。
Ignoring my clear surprise, Murasaki appeared from behind the ferocious animal. Eh?
はじめまして。あ、しずくちゃん。じゃこやっほー。よかった。見つけてくれてありがとうございます。
What is this?
ビッグダディ。
Big Daddy? No, say Big Teddy?
ビッグダディ。
I couldn't think of anything to say. Where was it?
うち。
Yours? Is that your sister's?
これ私の。
Eh?
何？
No, never mind. I just couldn't picture Murasaki playing with plush toys. I haven't been to her room since we got older, so I didn't even know she had any.
結界っていうのは。ああ。雫もいるし、暑いし、中で話そっか。あ、はい。
Murasaki entered my house carrying Big Daddy under her arm. There were just too many things wrong about this, and it wasn't as far from realistic as anything could be. At this point, I felt like I just stopped caring.
あら、おかえりなさい。
A cat met us in the corridor. Hey, we told you to wait in the guest room.
いいじゃない。ちょっと廊下に出るくらい。
Just don't disappear somewhere.
それ何？クマさん？
She wasn't even listening to me.
あの猫。ねね。あ、しずくちゃん。見つかったのね。そうなんです。無事に見つかってよかった。生物とかもありなんだ。それにしてもしずくちゃんの大きいのね。とりあえず客間に運んでいいかな。
Right. I wanted to think the situation through one more time with all of them in the same place.
お、戻ってきた。
Alright, why don't we stop it there? This is Autopostrophe. You've been watching 7 Days on Steam. Well, we went from a horror game to slice of life comedy. So, but I find this totally fascinating. I think I really like this, and I definitely want to see it all the way through. It's got multiple endings too, so I'm not sure how I'm going to handle that, but we'll see as we play along. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.